Hi superhumans, let's continue to solve trigonometry questions which appeared in SSC CGL 2023 Tier 1 and also learn relevant concepts based on it. So superhumans, next question is, if sin x minus cos x by sin x plus cos x is equal to 2 by 5, then the value of 1 plus cot square x by 1 minus cot square x is. We already solved these kind of questions, but here what I am going to do is, instead of converting this part into cot, I am going to directly solve it. So this is sin, phi sin. So we'll keep it as it is in sin and cos, and then we'll try to solve. So 5 sin x minus 2 sin x, it will be nothing but 3 sin x. So I'll denote it with short form. I'll denote it as s, 3s, and this is 2 cos x plus 5 cos x, that is nothing but 7 cos x, so 7c. Now we need here cot, so that is nothing but c by s. So c by s will be nothing but 3 by 7. Now here 1 plus cot square x, that is nothing but 1 plus 9 by 49. So 1 plus 49 plus 9 is nothing but 58. 49 minus 9 is nothing but 40. So 58 by 40 is nothing but 29 by 20 is nothing but 1.45. So answer B is right. I have solved this fast because I have already solved these kind of problems in my previous video, so you can check it out. So superhumans, next question is, if a plus b is equal to 90 degrees and sin a is equal to 3 by 5, then the value of tan b is. So how can I solve this is, b is nothing but 90 minus a, so I will write it as tan 90 minus a. We all know that tan 90 minus a is nothing but cot a. And I already taught you, sin is nothing but perpendicular by hypotenuse. So 3, 4, 5 form triplet, so base will be nothing but 4. So cot A is nothing but base by perpendicular is nothing but 4 by 3. So answer C is right. So superhumans, next question is, if b is equal to 5, determine the value of an expression 5 by b plus 5b into 25 by b square minus 25 plus 25b square using an NAT. So here he is clearly mentioned to use an NAT, but suppose in under exam pressure, even if you forget the identity, you can substitute and find the value, but I wouldn't recommend that because it will be a lengthy process. It's better you memorize identities. Now how will we solve? This is nothing but in the form of 5 by b plus 5b into this 25 by b square I can write as 5 by b whole square minus this 25 can be written as 5 by b into 5b plus 25b square is nothing but 5b whole square. So suppose if we take x is equal to 5 by b and y is equal to 5b, and this is of the form x plus y into x square minus xy plus y square. So this is nothing but, this is the form expansion of x cube plus y cube. So you must remember this identity, x cube plus y cube is nothing but x plus y into x square minus xy plus y square. So this is nothing but 5 by b whole cube plus 5b whole cube. It's nothing but 5 by b is nothing but 1, because here it's clearly given that b is equal to 5. 5 by b is nothing but 1. So 1 cube plus 5b is nothing but 25 cube plus 25 cube. This is nothing but 1 plus 15625, which is equal to 15626. So I would recommend, what I would recommend is learn cubes values till 30 so that you can easily solve this part. So the right answer is A, 15626. So superhumans, next question is, if secant theta plus cos theta equal to 32, then secant square theta plus cos square theta is. So before that I'll teach you an identity. Suppose if x plus 1 by x is equal to sum A. Let's square this on both the sides. It's nothing but a plus b whole square is nothing but a square plus b square plus 2ab. 2x into 1 by x. 2x into 1 by x is nothing but a square. Now square this on both the sides, which is nothing but x square plus 1 by x square is x and x will get cancelled, plus 2 is nothing is equal to a square. So which implies that x square plus 1 by x square is equal to a square minus 2. So you need to remember this. You need not solve this entire part in the exam. What you need to remember is, if x plus 1 by x is equal to a, then x square plus 1 by x square is equal to a square minus 2. Now coming back to this question, the secant theta I can write it as 1 by cos theta, right? And so this is of the form, suppose if I take cos theta is equal to x, then this is of the form x plus 1 by x. Then what is he asking? He is asking the value of x square plus 1 by x square. So here it's nothing but what is given is, is given this value of x plus 1 by x, that is nothing but equal to 32. So we need to find the value of x square plus 1 by x square. This is nothing but 32 square minus 2. 32 square is nothing but 1024. 1024 minus 2, which is nothing but 1022. So option D is right. So friends, I would recommend you to learn squares at least till 50, so that you will be able to solve questions faster, because here 32 square we were easily able to find the value of 1024. You should not calculate that in exam by multiplying. So superhumans, next question is, if cos x plus secant x is equal to 7 by 2 root 3, then the value of cos square x plus secant square x will be. So this again, secant x is nothing but 1 by cos x. So as I taught you in previous question, it's nothing but in the form of x plus 1 by x. So this will be nothing but, so x plus 1 by x is equal to 7 by 2 root 3. So is asking us the value of x square plus 1 by x square. We know that it is equal to a square minus 2 is nothing but 7 by 2 root 3 whole square is nothing but 49 by 12 minus 2 is nothing but 49 minus 24, that is 25 by 12. So option C is right. So friends, next question is, if sin theta minus cos theta equal to 0, then find the value of sin cube theta minus cos cube theta. Here in this question without identity also you can solve, but I'll teach you the identity. So it's nothing, x cube minus y cube is equal to x minus y into x square plus xy plus y square. So you need to remember this identity in exam. So here x is nothing but sin theta, y is nothing but cos theta. So it asks us the value of x cube minus y cube. It is not, since x minus y is given as it's given as 0, so it is nothing but 0 into something. So this x cube minus y cube will be 0. So answer is 0, but you can directly also solve this. Sin theta minus cos theta equal to 0, which it means that sin theta is equal to cos theta. So if sin theta is equal to cos theta, then sin cube theta will be equal to cos cube theta. So sin cube theta minus cos cube theta will be 0. They will cancel out each other, it will be 0. Directly also you can solve, you need not use the identity. So superhumans, next question is, if sin theta plus cosecant theta is equal to root 5, then the value of sin cube theta plus cosecant cube theta is equal to. So I already taught you, just represent it in short forms. I will represent sin theta by s and cosecant theta by c. So he is given that s plus c is equal to root 5. Then the value, he is asking the value of s cube plus c cube. We already know that a cube plus b cube formula is nothing but a plus b into a square plus b square minus ab. So here s cube plus c cube is nothing but s plus c into s square plus c square minus s into c. This is nothing but sin theta into cosecant theta. Okay. Now s plus c value is given, that is nothing but root 5. Now s square plus c square. S square plus c square is nothing but, we already know that if x plus 1 by x is equal to some a, then x square plus 1 by x square is equal to a square minus 2. I already taught you in previous question. So this will be nothing but root 5 square, because cosecant theta is nothing but 1 by sin theta, root 5 square minus 2, which will be equal to, root 5 square is nothing but 5 minus 2, which will be equal to 3. So here we will be substituting 3 minus, this is nothing but sin theta into cosecant theta, which is nothing but 1, because cosecant theta is nothing but equal to 1 by sin theta. So this will be equal to 2 root 5. So option A is right. So here in these type of questions, what we are able to see is that algebraic identities are being used in trigonometry. So next question is, which of the following option is not a correct trigonometric identity? So here you can say that 1 plus tan square theta equal to secant square theta, which is right. Cosecant square theta minus sin square theta equal to 1, no, that's wrong. 1 minus sin square theta is equal to cos square theta, yes, right. 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta, again it's right. So the answer to this question will be B. And suppose by chance you don't remember those identities, then what I would suggest is substitute some value theta. So let's take suppose theta is equal to some 45 degrees. So since it's an identity, it should satisfy for all the values. So 1 plus tan square 45 is nothing but 1 plus 1, which is tan square 45 is nothing but 1 plus 1 square, which is equal to secant square 45. Secant 45 is nothing but root 2 square. So here it is satisfying. But now let's substitute for cos theta. Cos 45 is 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 whole square minus 1 by root 2 whole square, which will be equal to 0. But here it is given is equal to 1. So this is wrong. So here it's not satisfying. So in that way you can do, but the best option is memorize all the identities so that you will be able to solve this question faster. So superhumans, next question is select the incorrect formula from the following options. Secant square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. This formula you have never learnt. Sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Yes, right. Cosecant square theta minus cot square theta equal to 1. Yes, right. Secant square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1. Yes, right. So the incorrect option here will be A, option A. So superhumans, next question is which of the following is a false statement? Tan square equal to 1 minus secant square A. This is wrong. Sin is equal to tan A into cos A. We can write tan as sin by cos, and cos will get cancelled. So this statement is right. Cos A into secant A is equal to 1. It is right because secant A is nothing but 1 by cos A. So this is also right. Cosecant square A minus cot square is equal to 1. Already learned the identity. So the answer to this question is A. So superhumans, next question is what is the value of secant square A minus tan square A? This is an easy question. We already know that the identity that secant square is minus tan square is equal to 1. So option A is right. So superhumans, next question is if P cos alpha equal to 3 and 4 tan alpha is equal to Q, then what is the relation between P and Q which is independent of alpha? So this question you can solve by two methods. First method is you can assume alpha is some say 45 degrees. Let's assume. Then what will be cos alpha? Cos 45 will be 1 by root 2. So P will be nothing but 3 root 2. Tan 45 is nothing but 1. So Q will be 4. Now substitute in this equation. Whichever satisfies this will be the answer. Now substitute in first equation. Q is nothing but 4 square by 16 will be minus 1. So P square is nothing but 9 into 2, that is nothing but P is nothing but 3 root 2. So this option will satisfy, and these all it will fail, that those values won't satisfy these equations. So this will be the right answer, but there is another method also which you can do. I will check in all the options. You can find that P square by 9 or 9 by P square is common. So I will try to find that value. So I'll square this equation. Nothing but P square cos square alpha is equal to 9. Now I will write P square by 9 is equal to 1 by cos square alpha. And again here 16 by Q square or Q square by 16 is common. So I will find that value. So I will again square this equation. 16 tan square alpha is equal to Q square. Tan square alpha is equal to Q square by 16. We already know that there is a relationship between secant square and tan square alpha, that is secant square alpha minus tan square alpha is equal to 1. So this I can write as secant square alpha. So let this be equation 1, let this be equation 2. So 1 minus 2 is nothing but 1. 1 minus 2 is nothing but secant square alpha minus tan square alpha, which is equal to P square by 9 minus Q square by 16, which is equal to 1, which is the identity we know. So option A is right. So superhumans, next question is if R equal to 15 into sin theta plus cos theta and S is equal to 16 into sin theta minus cos theta, then the value of R square by 15 square plus S square by 16 square is. So first I will teach you shortcut method, that is let us substitute theta is nothing but 0 degrees. So if we substitute theta equal to 0 degrees, sin 0 will be 0, cos 0 will be 1. So r value will be nothing but 15, and again here sin 0 will be 0 and cos 0 will be 1. So s value will be nothing but minus 16. Now substitute in this equation. This will be nothing but 15 square by 15 square. R square by 15 square is equal to 15 square by 15 square, which is nothing but equal to 1, and s square by 16 square is also will be equal, s square by 16 square will not be nothing but minus 16 square by 16 square, which will be equal to 1. So adding those two, we will get answer is 2. This is a shortcut method which I would advise you to do in exam, but for explanation part I will be solving through lengthy method. That is, we already know that he is asking us to find the value of r square by 15 square. So let me find it from this equation. From this equation, r square by 15 square is nothing but sin theta plus cos theta whole square. Let me consider it as equation 1, and s square by 16 square. S square by 16 square is nothing but, from this equation, is nothing but sin theta minus cos theta whole square. Let this be equation 2. Now add these two, add equation 1 and 2. Now let us add equation 1 and 2. We will get r square by 15 square is not r square by 15 square plus s square by 16 square will be nothing but, now let me denote it by short form, s plus c. I already told you, s plus c whole square plus s minus c whole square, which is nothing but now a plus b whole square plus a minus b whole square expansion is nothing but 2 into a square plus b square. So this will be 2 into s square plus c square, or else you can expand this. We already know that a plus b whole square formula is nothing but a square plus b square plus 2ab, and a minus b whole square formula expansion is nothing but a square plus b square minus 2ab plus 2ab minus 2ab will get cancelled. Remaining part will be 2 into a square plus b square. So similarly here 2 into s square plus c square will be remaining, and we already know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So this will be nothing but 2 into, this is nothing but 2 into sin square theta plus cos square theta. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is nothing but 1. So this will be 2. So answer is 2, but I would recommend you to in exam to use a shortcut method like substituting some value theta and getting the answer directly. So superhumans, before we solve next question, I will be teaching you a small concept. That is nothing but value putting method. Value putting method we will generally use when number of variables is greater than number of equations. For example, say there are 3 variables and 2 equations, then 3 minus 2, 1. So one variable we can assume some value, and the value which you assume should also be valid. For example, say some cos theta is equal to p is given in exam. Now here p I can't assume it as 16, because we know that the range of cos theta will lie between minus 1 to 1. So value of p will generally take between minus 1 to 1. So we need to ensure that we take valid values, and we will be subtracting, that is number of variables and number of equations we will be subtracting. Whatever difference we will get, those many variables we can substitute. For example, 4 variables and 2 equations are given, then 4 minus 2. So 2 variables I have the luxury of substituting or putting values, assuming random values or assigning random values to them. So another generalized rule, we need not completely follow it, but generally what it is said is that if question is given completely in the form of say sin and cos, then we will generally substitute 0 or 90 degrees, and if it is given in tan and cot, we will substitute 45 degrees or 135 degrees. If it is given in the form of sin, cos, tan and secant, then we will generally substitute 0 degrees. If it is given in the form of sin, cos, cot, cosecant, then we will substitute 90 degrees. If it is given in the form of sin, cos, tan, cot, secant, cosecant, then we will generally substitute 45 degrees. It is not a hard and fast rule, but you can apply this in maximum cases. And another important point is that after putting these values, you should check in the options also that no 2 options should be same. If they are same, then change the angle. Maybe you can put 30 degrees or 60 degrees instead of these angles. So that you will get the answer in the options will be unique. So superhumans, few more important relations you need to remember is square root of 1 plus sin theta by 1 minus sin theta is equal to secant theta plus tan theta. Square root of 1 minus sin theta by 1 plus sin theta is equal to secant theta minus tan theta. Square root of 1 plus cos theta by 1 minus cos theta is equal to cosecant theta plus cot theta. Last one, square root of 1 minus cos theta by 1 plus cos theta is equal to cosecant theta minus cot theta. A small trick which I would teach you is here s starts with s, and numerator whatever sign is there, the same sign will be repeated. Here positive sign is there, so positive, and since it starts with s, this will start with secant theta, and we obviously know that there is a relationship between secant and tan. Even in identities we saw that. So in that way you can remember. That's just a trick I am teaching you. Here negative sign is there, here also negative. In numerator negative is there, here also it's negative. S and S. And again here positive is there, positive sign is there in numerator, here also positive sign. Cos, cos, here also cosecant. And we already know that cosecant and cot, they form an identity, like cosecant square theta minus cot square theta equal to 1. In that way you can remember. Here numerator negative sign is there, here also negative sign. Cos, cosecant. Just a small trick, and I will be proving one of them, how we arrived at this point, arrived at this equation. Remaining you can try it out by yourself at home. The first one, let me prove first one. So we'll be rationalizing it. So rationalize, I will be multiplying numerator and denominator by square root of 1 plus sin theta. This is nothing but 1 plus sin theta into 1 plus sin theta by 1 minus sin theta into 1 plus sin theta. So this will be nothing but square root of 1 plus sin theta whole square by a plus b into a minus b is nothing but a square minus b square, which will be 1 minus sin square theta. We already know that 1 minus sin square theta is nothing but cos square theta. So this is nothing but, let me remove the root, 1 plus sin theta by cos theta. So this will be 1 by cos theta plus sin theta by cos theta, which will be nothing but secant theta plus tan theta. This is what we got. So remaining 3 you can try it out at your home. So superhumans, next question is secant theta into square root of 1 minus sin square theta is equal to. I am solving this question in 2 ways. So first way is let's try value putting method. So here I already told you. So here one expression is given. 0 equations. 0 equations are given. Was equal to something, some values equal to something is not given. So and one variable is there, that is theta. Now number of variables is more than number of equations. So what I told you, the difference 1 minus 0 is nothing but 1. So one variable I can assume. One variable I have the luxury to assume any value. So here I will assume theta is equal to 0 degrees. So secant 0 is nothing but 1. 1 into sin 0 is nothing but 0 into, so 1 minus 0 is nothing but 1. Square root of 1 is nothing but 1. 1 into 1 which is equal to 1. So option B will be right. And now I will be solving through other method also. That is secant theta. We already know the identity that 1 minus sin square theta is nothing but equal to cos square theta. So this will be under root of cos square theta, which is equal to secant theta into cos theta. And we know that cos theta is nothing but 1 by secant theta, or secant theta is nothing but 1 by cos theta. So these two will get cancelled, which will be equal to 1. So here value putting directly also you can solve easily. Value putting is not needed, but I just explained it so that you will get the concept of value putting. So option B is right. So superhumans, next question is the value of square root of 1 plus cos theta by 1 minus cos theta is. I already taught you this relation. So the option B will be right. It's nothing but cosecant theta plus cot theta. So superhumans, next question is find the value of square root of 1 minus sin 3 theta by 1 plus sin 3 theta. So in this I already taught you this formula. Numerator negative is there, so the answer also negative will be there, and sin, so s and s will start with secant. Yes. So the option B is right, secant 3 theta minus tan 3 theta. So superhumans, next question is if cos beta by secant alpha is equal to 15 and sin beta by secant alpha is equal to 16, then the value of sin square beta is. So in the question is asked in terms of beta, so we will try to eliminate this alpha. With the alpha. To do that, let me consider this as 1 and this as equation 2. So to do that, we will divide 2 by 1. 2 divided by 1 is nothing but sin beta by cos beta is equal to 16 by 15. We know that sin by cos is nothing but tan, which is equal to tan beta. And I already taught you tan is nothing but perpendicular by base. Here he is asked sin square beta value, which is nothing but perpendicular square by hypotenuse square. You know that perpendicular is nothing but 16, so 16 square by hypotenuse square is nothing but perpendicular square plus base square, 16 square plus 15 square. Obviously negative options will anyway get eliminated, B and D will obviously get eliminated because sin square value is always positive. So now here numerator will be 256 by 256 plus 225 is nothing but 481. So option C is right. So superhumans, next question is if cos alpha by sin beta is equal to 10 and cos alpha by cos beta is equal to 11, then the value of cos square beta is. So is asked us the value of cos square beta, so we will try to eliminate cos alpha from these two equations. So let me consider this as equation 1 and this as equation 2. I will be dividing 2 by 1, then I will get sin beta by cos beta is nothing but 11 by 10, which is equal to tan beta. So tan beta is nothing but perpendicular by base. Now it asks us the value of cos square beta, which is nothing but base square by hypotenuse square, which is nothing but perpendicular square plus base square. So which is equal to 100 by 100 plus 121, which is equal to 100 by 221. So option D is right. So superhumans, next question is if secant square theta plus tan square theta is equal to 25 by 18, then the value of secant power 4 theta minus tan power 4 theta is. So this is nothing, this secant power 4 theta minus tan power 4 theta I can write it as secant square theta whole square minus tan square theta whole square, right, which is nothing but in the form of a square minus b square, which is equal to a minus b into a plus b. We already know that secant square theta minus tan square theta is nothing but 1. So this will be 1 into secant square theta plus tan square theta, it's given as 25 by 18. So the answer will be 25 by 18. So option C is right. Similarly, in the similar pattern, they might also give the value of cosecant square theta plus cot square theta is equal to something. Then they will ask us to find the value of cosecant power 4 theta minus cot power 4 theta. So in the same way you can do it. So superhumans, next question is if sin t plus cos t is equal to 4 by 5, then find sin t into cos t. So let me take this as A and this as B. So now they have given the value of A plus B and they are asking us to find the value of AB. This will be only possible when I square this equation, because A plus B whole square is nothing but A square plus B square plus 2AB. You will get AB value from, you can get AB value from there. And we also know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So now I will be squaring this equation on both the sides. It will be nothing but s square plus sin square plus cos square plus 2 sin theta cos theta is nothing but 16 by 25. Now we already know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. 1 plus 2 SC is equal to 16 by 25. So 2 SC will be 16 by 25 minus 1, which is be minus 9 by 25. Sin theta into cos theta will be nothing but minus 9 by 50. So from this, option C is right.